All right, before we get to weather, check this photo shared on Facebook by the Cumberland County Regional Communication Center in Windham. This was what a lot of people in that area saw as thunderstorms rolled through last night. So Keith, I wondered, is it uncommon to see 2 bolts of lightning at the same time?
It's not uncommon for it to happen. It's somewhat uncommon around here to see it because of sight lines. So like if you were to see a thunderstorm out in an open field like in the plains or something, you would see, a lot of lightning bolts coming down at the same time. But around here, you usually don't quite have the sight line to see everything happening at once.
Well, that makes sense.
And the fact that you can capture it in a photo with how quickly they appear and disappear, that's pretty unique.
That's cool, yeah. And that reminds me of like people, was that a tower? It was a tower of some sort, I believe.
Yeah, that's the
people will say funny things. This is a little pet peeve of mine. They'll say like, oh, don't stand near that, it attracts lightning. It's like, no, it doesn't attract lightning. Like they send up every object sends up what's called a little step leader. So it's a signal to the cloud that says, you can connect here with a charge. Your body will do it too.
Right.
It's just that it's the highest thing around, and once it hits, it can conduct it through.
It's made of metal. So
it can conduct well. So so metal doesn't attract, it conducts.
Exactly.
Right, and those are different things. That's why you remember, like when a lot of houses had copper, and a lot of older houses still do, you talk about a shower during lightning, that's why, because it can conduct up them. But if you've got a newer house with PEX piping or similar, then it's unlikely to.
We've got them all started on this
Thanks,
DIY.
Dad. That was great.
And PEX piping has a lot of great advantages. I can talk to you about if you'd like. You got some showers and storms out there right now, not the prolific lightning makers that we saw last night, at least not so far. Some of them driving their way into the north side of Sebago Lake, a couple into the Lewiston area as well. Mostly, though, they're what I would consider kind of thunder showers. So there's some lightning involved in this, but not a lot, mostly heavy downpours, these drifting towards Bangor at the moment. We got pretty warm today into the upper 80s. We're down to 80 in Portland, 87 in Wiscasset, 87 in Bangor, and 89 in Sanford with high dew points still in place. So a really summery late afternoon with these showers and storms continuing to roll through. This model has a second line coming through around 9 or 10 o'clock tonight over southern Maine, and then we settle down tonight just to some scattered showers, more clouds around tomorrow morning, and then we burn those off to a mixture of sun and clouds through the middle of the day. And I do want to point out, although dew points will be going down here, it's still going to be pretty warm in the mid 80s, particularly along the coastline on a northwest wind, and then we finally get down into the 50s again for the first time in a while for a lot of us by Friday morning. And Friday is a great day if you can get it off. I recommend it. It'll be around 80 degrees, a lot of sunshine, lower dew points. That as the front moves away, that air mass moves in. The weekend looks good. I actually think a lot of us will be dry the entire weekend, even though I did put an isolated shower chance in on Sunday afternoon. I think most of us will be dry straight through the weekend. And watch these dew points. It's a satisfying thing to watch into the 50s. I gotta say though, like, you can quickly get used to this. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those deals where you'd go outside and be like, yep, we're doing that thing again. And you just kind of get used to it. It's the contrast that would get you. If you're in a store, some stores that like the air conditioning is just frigid.
So intense.
Grocery stores is a great example. And you walk outside, that's when you remember, whoa, this is really humid stuff.
Yes.
Otherwise you start to get a little bit acclimated. But we'll take a timeout, reset everybody for about a week or so. And we do that with a lot of sun, so it's a nice combo.
We're making up for last summer.
Oh, I already think we did.
So true, right?
And we're
I remember
still doing
Let's
it.
just keep doing
I
it.
was so mad last summer
Keep
when
sending
everything
the
was getting
flowers.
wet and moldy, and now I'm like, well, it's wet.
It's great.
But it's sunny.
Yeah. It's good. Keep cruising.
All right, thanks, Keith.